Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. I'm Thomas Weininger here with Jake Walter, and we are definitely excited to be back.
Yes, Thomas, it's great to be out here at Preston Field to watch some Trojan football.
Yeah, we see even the players are being socially distant at this time, and as Chris Bizzle is doing the coin toss right now. But, you know, we're all masked up, all the crowd is masked up, and trying to adapt to these new times.
Stadium. Let's spread out, mask up, and have some fun.
I can't wait to see what the Trojans pull out tonight,
Yep,
Jake.
I'm excited to see them. We haven't really heard too much about the Trojans. They haven't really been active posting anything on social media, but that could be good. That could give them an advantage tonight against Lee Summit West.
We will see a pretty dominant defense last year with Johnny Wilson and Mikey Miles both leading on that defense, who have now graduated. So
Yep.
see how they evolve this year.
Yeah, Mikey Miles is actually down at Missouri State. I've seen some highlight film of him. He looks like he's looking good, and I hope he gets to play this year for Missouri State.
Indeed. As we get moving, Jake, the Trojans will receive going into the first half. I'm very excited. You can feel the energy. Everyone is just happy to have this thing that brings us all together once again. It's a great energy here at Preston Field tonight.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Before the game, we actually had senior night, so there's a lot of families that are here watching their sons, daughters cheer and play football.
I'll be anxious to see what Coach Hood pulls out for our first drive of 2020-2021. The games this is the only game that we really are guaranteed, so it's pretty big and it's pretty exciting.
Definitely have to make the most of it.
Back deep for your Trojans, number 27, Jalen Knoll, and number 1, Sammy Hall. On the kick for the Titans, number 21, Cole Stewart.
And we are underway at Preston Field. Looks like Sammy Hall is going to take the kick, muffs it a little bit.
He's got some blockers.
It's past the 30 down. It looks like the 31. Very good return from Sammy Hall.
1-yard return.
Yes, great return from Sammy Hall. Now to bring out the offense will be his brother, Anthony Hall. QB1 as they call him.
It's one of those Park Hill legacies that we just see keep moving. Real talented football players coming through. That looks like Darren Jones lined up in the backfield with Anthony Hall. And he'll take it for a very short gain.
Ball carried by Darren Jones, loss of 1, second and 11.
Maybe not the start that Coach Hood was looking for, but I think he's confident in his quarterback and his running back. I think they'll get it done. That's a throw to number 12, PJ Caldwell. Not a first down, but it'll keep them moving on third, and hopefully they can convert here.
Number 12, PJ Caldwell.
Yep, great first catch of the year for PJ. After he had a big year last year, he had 362 receiving yards for the Trojans last year. He'll look to improve on that this season.
Him and Jalen Knoll make quite the receiving duo.
Yes,
got some very big weapons here on offense for Park Hill. It'll be a pass again to number 27, Jalen Knoll, but it looks like it will not be enough to convert.
Yeah, Hall found his man. He just wasn't quite able to hit the first.
Pass complete to Jalen Knoll. Brought down by number 22, Chase Hammond.
And like we said, the Trojans defense was extremely dominant, just a menace on that side of the ball last year. And we'll look to see what they do when the ball turns over. Looks like he might have got a hand to that punt. That was number 29 on the Titans, Logan Bochner, for that rush on the punt.
The Trojans. Titans will take over in Trojan territory. First down and 10 on the Trojan 47.
The Titans have some good field position going into this drive. Be anxious to see if we can get a stop early, if the Trojans can stop them early and quickly recover.
Yeah, the pressure was definitely there on that punt, thus giving the Titans such great field position to start off their first drive of the season.
That's Tristan Keeney, the quarterback for the Titans. Like a hit by, that's number 29, Will Bushman, the junior, started the hit on that
Tristan
play.
Kinney, pass complete to Grant McAtee. First down for Titans. Brought down by Will Bushman.
Looks like Lisa West is gonna come out with 4 wide receivers set. They're looking to throw the ball downfield.
Maybe not. Number 7, Chase Taylor on the Titans takes that ball quite a ways. Looks like they're having a lot more offensive success than the Park Hill Trojans tonight. That is certainly going to be unsettling for the coaching staff of the Trojans, trying to figure out going to the next drive what they can do. But the Lisa West Titans certainly have a lot of offensive momentum right now, so they might be looking to score here in the next few plays. Hit by number 5, Jacob Schreck, a senior who last year again was very prominent on the defensive side of the ball.
Kenny pass complete to Anthony Rodriguez. First and goal for the Titans, the Trojan 9.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how no fans impact, or less fans with no student section, how this defense will take it on without any noise behind them.
There's definitely a lot less pressure and a lot less vocal support. You can tell the stands, it's much more quiet than it usually is.
Yeah, right now all we have is the parents that were allowed to attend and the cheer and dance team.
Brought down by Sam Sweeney. Gain of 3. Second and goal from the 6.
Very warm night tonight. Late August, August 28th. It's bound to be a hot one. So maybe not the worst time to be socially distant. Maybe keep some of that body heat apart. But looking at this play, it's going to be run by the quarterback. That's number 7, Chase Taylor. I think he was looking to score on that. Maybe get a little bit of a...
Definitely thought he was looking to punch into the end zone there.
Gain of 2, brought down by Sweeney.
Approaching 3rd and 4.
From the 4.
Sweeney with another tackle for the Trojans. He's going to be one of their big defensive playmakers this year.
Absolutely. We saw on his senior night last year during the game, he played every defensive snap. That is certainly impressive as a junior. So his senior year, he should. And that's a touchdown for Lee Summit West by number 4, Paris Graves.
Taylor Wilson. 4-yard run.
Taylor Wilson, the senior, 5'7". He's a short guy, but he's very quick with the ball in his hands.
And we saw that just now. He really took off as soon as he got possession, and the look to kick.
Lee Summit West has got a lefty kicker. Not many times you see that here in high school football, Thomas.
It's certainly uncommon. Even just in high school and all football, But it's good, and they get the extra point.
It is good. 7:32 remaining in the opening quarter.
That is certainly going to be a wake-up call for the Parkville Trojans on their senior night.
Definitely going to be interested to see how the Trojans react on offense here.
You can feel the energy of the stadium really shift, especially on the side that we are on, the home side. It's a lot more suspense now.
Today, alma mater.
We're brought to you by Price Chopper tonight. Download the Price Chopper app today. Get big savings every time you shop at Price Chopper, whether you spend a little or a lot. Just check the Price Chopper app to see the offers each week and then choose to spend them at checkout or on fuel at Quick Trip. Get great savings every time you shop at the Parkville Price Chopper with your Price Chopper app. Celebrating 50 years in business, Pizza Shop is the oldest family business in our Park Hill community, serving great pizzas and a one-of-a-kind salads topped with the world-famous pink stuff salad dressing. Pizza Shop and the Park Hill School District go hand in hand. Stop by today and discover why Pizza Shop is Kansas City's original neighborhood pizza place. Heading into the Trojans' second offensive drive of the night. Looks like Jalen Knoll is going to field the return. Oh, hurdling a defender. Looks like he's going to get down at the 25-yard line. That was definitely a show of athleticism on that play.
Yep, what a jump right there by Jalen Knoll, who next year will be taking his talents up to Iowa State. He recently had committed during this quarantine. He's a big playmaker for this Trojan offense.
Timeout on the field, official timeout.
He's such a fun receiver to watch, and even his recruitment has been fun to follow on social media, just seeing all the attention he's been getting. He certainly deserves it. He is definitely a talented wide receiver.
Yeah, but it's nice to see these Park Hill players getting some love they deserve.
He'll be joining Johnny Wilson at Iowa State, our defender last year, who was also a threat on the defensive side of the ball.
Alma mater.
Hail Park Hill.
Brought to you again by Universal Construction. Universal Construction Company has been proud to partner with the Park Hill School District and their efforts to create new and improved facilities for learning, athletics, and the performing arts since 2006. Universal Construction, building a better community. And the Titans defense comes out to take the field, getting ready for what they hope to be their second 3-and-out of the night. Trojans are certainly taking their time, really wanting to strategically game plan as here they come out to the field.
I got to make sure they got everybody in the right place in order to move the ball in this drive.
Certainly looking for Anthony Hall to be effective and throw the ball downfield with a little bit more success than he had last time. Still completed passes, but looking for a little more yardage this drive. Nearly a sack by number 9, Cam Carswell of the Titans.
Another carry for Jones. That's his second carry of the night. He's looking to be the workhorse back for the Trojans.
Here's again with the ball. Darren Jones is definitely getting his snaps in tonight, putting his effort in, looking.
Yep, just a sophomore. He's going against some big boys on this Lee Summit West defensive line.
3rd and 4 on the 31. Looking to the sideline for the play. Jalen Knoll in motion and hands it off again. Looks like they might have the first.
Ball carried by Jones. That's good enough for a Trojan. First down. First of the year.
More successful already than the last drive. Hopefully that builds some momentum and they can keep it up.
Picking up their first down of the season with that carry.
Huge run by Darren Jones. Going to be taken just short of the first. Looks like the sophomore is building some confidence so far.
Yeah, most definitely. He's getting his carries in.
9-yard pickup for Jones. Shoved out of bounds by one, Shane Fredrickson. Second and 1.
And it'll be another first down for the Park Hill
20-yard
Trojans.
pickup for Jones. He picks up another first down.
Yep, another
First and
carry,
10 for the
another first down
Trojans
for
on
Jones.
their own
He's looking
48.
like he's the spark this Trojan offense needs right now.
His stats are definitely looking good so far tonight. Here we go, Jalen Knoll in motion again. Spin by Darren Jones. He's pulling out all the tricks that he's got. Short gain though, looks like 1 or 2 yards on the play.
2-yard pickup for Jones. Brought down by 20, Orion Bowers.
Yeah, it looks like Jones is trying to get going in this run game. It's going to be a matter of time before he just breaks off a long run.
Oh, it's a number 3, James Knoll.
Anthony Hall pass complete to number 3, James Knoll.
Looks like it's in their blood, Jake. 2 real successful wide receivers.
Looks like this Trojan offense is running through the Hall and the Knoll
On the Titan
brothers.
37.
And to Darren Jones once again, he gets brought down behind the line. So far, pretty exciting drive to watch from the Trojans. Had some good passes, a lot of strong runs.
Lost it 2.
Certainly
Jones on the
encouraging to
carry.
Coach Hood and his staff.
Second and 12.
Hopefully they can turn the tide and even up this scoreboard before we run out of time here. We got 3 minutes and about 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Shucks it down, but number 43,
That pass incomplete.
Zachary Myers,
Foul.
makes sure that that pass
Yeah,
was
that
not
was
going to
a
be
nice
completed.
hit, nice play on the
Third down.
ball. I don't think we're quite in Pella's range right now. Maybe if we can get about 5 or 6 yards, then Pella will be able to boot a field goal if we can't pick up a first.
Yeah, definitely looking to get some points on the board here, but we'll see. James Knoll in motion. And Anthony Hall is going to throw it downfield. Going to complete that pass. Not good for a first down. But
Pass complete to Powell.
number 87, Jake Powell, is hopefully going to put us in field goal range.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to go for it.
They are.
And a long 2.
Going to take the gamble, roll the dice. They certainly feel like they can make something out of this drive if they just get those few more yards. It's 4th and 2. Jalen Knoll is going to complete it, keep running. Simply sidesteps the defender, and he's going to score a touchdown. The future Cyclone punching in the first touchdown of the year for the Trojans.
The gamble definitely paid off there. Jalen racks in his first touchdown of the year after having 9 touchdowns last year. Like I said earlier, he is the dynamic boost this offense needs.
I'll tell you what, before that play, I was thinking, you've had a few successful runs. Why not just hand it off? It's 4th and 2. But I stand corrected. That was certainly a productive play. And
They had some nice blocking downfield and a big play made by Knoll.
just that athleticism, the way he responded to that pressure, and he's able to just get in there. Looks like 93, Shad Muhammad is going to come off the field for and Chris Lyden, number 75, will take his place.
Pellet a kick.
And the kick is going to be good.
And the Pella kick, good.
Grant Pella
Ready in the opening quarter.
begins his year to a great start.
Download the Price Chopper app today and get big savings every time you shop at Price Chopper, whether you spend a little or a lot. Just check the Price Chopper app to see the offers each week and then choose to spend them at the checkout or on fuel at Quick Trip. Get great savings every time you shop at the Parkville Price Chopper.
Park University is a proud partner of the Park Hill School District. Park University has a proud history of transforming lives since 1875. Visit us in person or in Parkville or online at www.park.edu. And the Trojans are going to look for a good defensive stop and maybe take the lead before they run completely out of time here in the first quarter.
I think the defense will look to get a key stop here to give that offense some more momentum.
Pellet a kick for the Trojans.
A lot of power behind that kick. He's going to drop it in the end zone, making that a touchback.
Titans will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Certainly not the worst mistake that can happen on a kick return.
Tough break there for the Titans. If he would have muffed that outside of the end zone, the Trojans would have been all around him. This defense will now look to get a stop and gain some momentum for this team.
Now, number 48, Chris Bizzle, is certainly a leader on this defense. The inside linebacker, he is, for the last few years, just been really dominant.
Yep, he's really been the anchor of this defense. Last year he had 38 tackles, which, believe it or not, is a good amount of tackles for a high school football player. He's just a monster on defense. Big hits after big hits, highlight reel after highlight reel.
And a big personality off the field, too.
Yep, he's a great kid. Everybody loves Bizzle.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down. 1st and 10.
That false
from the
start.
15. 1st and 15.
Some of West will take that, and it'll be 5 yards back. They'll probably look to get a pretty big play here to recover for that penalty that they took. They'll hand it off to number 4. That's Taylor Wilson. And who will run and keep running. That penalty certainly just did not matter at that point.
27-yard run for Taylor Wilson.
Jacob Shuck was there to make the play. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do this year. He had 17 tackles and 3 interceptions last year. I definitely think he's going to look to build on that this year.
So they're going to hand it off again, and man, he is quick.
He is really quick.
Only 5'7", like we said before, but he can definitely be a weapon for this Titans offense. It's going to be tough for the defensive line of the Trojans to get in the middle there and stop, as we've seen so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's not how big you are, it's how big you think you are. And right now that running back thinks he's 6'8".
Throwing it downfield to number 2, Mike McKnight.
Nice tackle right there from Reyes. He was able to wrap him up and not let him make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Pass complete to McKnight. Stopped by 2 Anthony Reyes.
Another run, not from the same back we've seen so far, but again, another real productive play on the ground for the Titans. They've really shown that they can throw it, they can run it, and it's just tough to get a stop.
1st down. into
They're
Trojan
pounding the ball on the
territory.
ground
First
and letting
10
it fly through the
on
air.
Trojan 46.
They can do everything right now. It's going to be interesting to see how they finish this drive out.
The patience in play calling too is certainly noteworthy. They're not going for huge plays. If they get them, they get them. But they're really just looking to move the chains and take their time and get a good, comfortable scoring opportunity.
They're just trying to grind down on this Trojan defense. They're hoping this weather outside pretty hot. It's going to start to
Ball
get them
carried
on
by
defense.
Wilson. Altic on the stop. Loss in the play.
Throwing it downfield to number 8. That is Anthony Rodriguez.
Hines pass complete to Baggett. Sweeney on the stop.
It's another stop by Sam Sweeney,
Third down.
the senior.
Defense looking for a big stop here. They're going to call flag on the
Flag
offense.
on the play. Ball start. On the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That'll definitely help the Trojans here as they try to get a stop on third down.
Looks
Third
like some
down.
confidence has surged back into our Trojans defense, and we'll see what they can make of it. It's 3rd and 11 on the 47-yard line. The Trojans' 47-yard line. More whistles being blown. Looks like we're taking a
That's the end of the first quarter.
first quarter has come to a close, and what we've seen so far, Jake, is real confident offensively by the Titans. They're in no rush. They're just taking their time and moving the chains and getting the ball down the field effectively. Maybe during this break, the Trojans can kind of evaluate and see what they can maybe replicate that the Titans are doing and find something that works for them. We've had one successful drive by the Trojans so far, and hopefully they can build on that momentum.
Yeah, we knew there was going to be a lot of firepower coming in from both sides. It's quite honestly, it's great to see both these teams out here, even on the field, and it's good to see them going back and forth like the way they are.
I've definitely missed some live football. Haven't seen it since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl,
Yep.
and it's very refreshing to
It's great
Get
to see
back.
our Trojans playing on a Friday night.
see both teams have got some water. It's like I said earlier, it's a very hot night tonight. It's definitely going to be a factor later into the game when these teams start getting tired. This thick, muggy August weather, it's definitely not fun to be out there in helmet and pads and all geared up. It's
Looking down deep.
laying out for the catch, and he still can't quite make it. That's number 7, Chase Taylor.
Intended for Taylor.
That footwork by Tristan Keeney is definitely impressive.
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
quarterback.
definitely the bigger man right there. He was going against the smaller TJ Bakers. He just beat his man downfield. Just couldn't quite come up with the catch.
Titans on the punt. Jalen Knoll. Sammy Hall.
And this might be the stop the Trojans need to flip turn the tables, flip the tide, and really start pushing the ball down the field before they end up having to kick going into the third quarter. It's a fair catch on the punt return by
Fair call.
Sammy Hall.
19 by Hall. Trojans take over 1st and 10 on their own 19.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, Thomas, but earlier this week, Anthony Hall did his weekly lineman dinner. He took his boys to, I believe, Texas Roadhouse. Definitely a nice thing of him to do as the quarterback.
Well, they're helping him out a ton tonight, especially, and I think he tries to repay that.
Yep. They've definitely been protecting their quarterback tonight.
Brought to you by Parkville Pediatric Dentist. Did you know that the Parkville Pediatric Dentistry doesn't only see kids? That's right, we see all ages. Those are the doctors and their friendly staff at ParkvillePediatricDentistry.com, or give us a call at 816-746-KIDS. Anthony Hall connects to Sammy Hall.
Hall pass complete.
Just like playing catch with his brother in the backyard, except you don't get hit like that in your backyard.
Gain of 7.
Definitely a wake-up call.
Yep, good job there by Hall hanging on to the ball.
Looks like he's still shaking off that hit coming off the sideline, but I'm sure he'll be all right. Anthony Knoll is going to throw it once again to Jalen Knoll, airing it out, and can't quite get there.
Complete, intended for Knoll.
Knoll had his man beat. That throw was just a little bit out of bounds. Great idea though to get the chains moving, throwing the ball downfield.
That would have put them in some great field position. Let's see what they can do on third down. So far, pretty split on third down conversions, but throwing once again.
Indeed.
Number 11, that's Keon Shoppe, and he can't quite stick his hands to it. It looks like the Trojans are going to have to punt, being so far back in their own territory.
Yep, that was a great throw by Hall. Shoppe just couldn't hang on to it. Tough break for the Trojans.
Certainly not pleased with himself coming off the sideline. You'd see the frustration, and let's hope it doesn't affect the Trojans' offense too much. Very high punt. Looks like it's gonna land out of bounds just past the 50-yard line, but
you know, that was star receiver Jalen Knoll out there taking care of the punting duties right there on the special teams play.
You gotta give Grandpa a break every once in a while.
Yep.
Yard punt. Titans take over. 1st and 10 on their own 49.
Once again, the Titans have been very fortunate in field position so far. Whenever they've taken over the ball, it's been have a few lucky breaks for them, but it looks like he's going to be brought down by a team of Trojans.
He's just going to get wrapped up at the line there by Chris Bizzle.
Brought down by 90, True Clark. No gain. 2nd and 10.
So they can keep that momentum up and get a quick 3 and out. Hope maybe the Trojans will be able to get back on top.
Yep, it's definitely interesting to see how this defensive line will be this year, especially last year after having James Gore and Johnny Wilson on that line. Should be keeper.
Long run by the quarterback, and he has space. Wrapped up, brought to the ground by number 48, Chris Bizzle.
Yeah, that quarterback was shifty there. He dodged a couple Trojan tackles there.
Chase Taylor certainly showed some athleticism on that play, just hurdling defenders.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the Titans.
It's nice when your quarterback can make those kind of plays.
Definitely has the versatility of your offense, makes it kind of a Swiss Army knife of a quarterback. They're going to bring him down behind the line. despite the success that he's had running the ball so far, it's
Ball carrier, nice open field tackle by 18, Presley Cathcart.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Cathcart. He was the only man over on that side. He just wrapped his man up and took him down for the loss of 1.
2nd and 11.
And we've seen Colby Baggett run it very successfully a few times tonight, so I think it might help the confidence of the Trojans defense to see a stop like that.
Lisa West definitely has multiple guys that can run with the ball.
Tripped up is number 7, Chase Taylor, running it again. This time, not as a quarterback.
Yeah, I think they're running 2 quarterbacks out there right now. Actually, they got number 5 and number 7. They got Keeney and Taylor on the field.
3rd and 3.
Looks like it's just Tristan Keeney on the field for this play, so no confusion now. Taylor Wilson is lined up in the backfield. We've seen how dangerous he can be. Chris Bizzle got an early start on that play, and he wraps him up and brings him down. That's the IQ that those senior defensive players have, is they can really see what's coming and adapt and be able to
another
make a
great
play.
stop there by Chris Bizzle. Looks like they're going to end up going for it, maybe on 4th down.
4th down.
4th down and 3 on the 16-yard line.
They're going to call a timeout and make sure everybody's on the same page right now.
Timeout Titans.
Really want to make sure they have their plan together for this 4th down.
Sapphire, Ruby, and Topaz level
Hoping they can
sponsors.
convert.
State Farm Insurance, Jeff Zigmont.
Brought to you by Gunselman Realty, the Gunselman Real Estate team, proud Park Hill alumni and sponsor of Park Hill School District activities. Call to find out about the alumni discount if you're someone looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate at 816-916-8401. Also brought to you by Weber Ortho. Considering braces or Invisalign? Visit Weber Orthodontics, located across the street from Park Hill High School. Weber Orthodontics takes all major insurances and has multiple financing options available to make braces or Invisalign affordable for all families. And Quality Plumbing, serving Greater Kansas City's residential and commercial plumbing needs since 1983. And the Trojans defense walks back out to the field. They are, they're looking mean, they're looking tough. I think they are ready to put up the best they have against this 4th down play.
All right, fans, on your feet. 4th down.
Yep, the Trojan defense is going to look to come up big here and get a 4th down stop here in their red zone.
It seems they've gotten more aggressive as the game has gone on, and hopefully that will come to their benefit tonight. Chris Bizzle taking charge on the defense. And it looks like they just weren't able to make that play, and the pressure was far too much for number 7, Chase Taylor. Trojans will turn it over on downs. It is a little bit strange tonight not having our student section, and definitely at very less in capacity. Looking down onto the stands, of course our viewers can't see, but it is definitely scarce.
You would definitely think that would cause the defense to take a hit, but tonight they haven't really been bothered without all that student section. They've been making big plays all night.
They've kept the energy just fine. And QB1 Anthony Hall is going to look to make something of this drive. His 4th of the night. Not quite productive on the fake from number
Ball carried by 28.
Darren Jones, who we saw really break out in the first quarter, but haven't seen much of him since those first few plays.
Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere on that play. Lisa West just attacked the line, and they were all over him. They swarmed him on the ball.
That's something that the Trojans really took advantage of, is tricking that defense into
Yep.
coming off sides or encroaching. Anthony Hall to PJ Caldwell, and he'll break the tackle, break 2 tackles, and run out of bounds.
Ball pass complete to Caldwell.
Yep, nice catch right there from Caldwell as he
Gain of 3.
broke
Third
off the
down and 10.
defender. Trojans will have a 3rd down.
Third and 10 on the 18. Checking the sideline once again. Early in the year, playbook might not be so ingrained.
Yep. Nice job.
Beautiful throw and catch. To number 87, Jake Powell.
Jake Paul, good enough for a Trojan. First down. Tagged down by 20, Oren
Beautiful
Powers.
play right there for the Trojans. Great throw from Anthony Hall and great catch by Jake Powell.
Stayed calm under pressure and just threw a great ball.
Yep.
Great ball downfield. So there was some confusion. But Darren Jones is going to take that ball again.
Yeah, he had the edge. That was
Gain of
just a
2
nice
for
on-ball
Jones.
tackle there by the defender.
Quick throw to Jalen Knoll. Stiff arms the defender.
Nice stiff arm.
Ball pass complete to Knoll.
These wide receivers have really shown their toughness. They're definitely not cowering in the wake of defenders.
Yep, I think that's one thing that's going to go well this year for the Trojans. They have a lot of weapons on offense that they need to take advantage of.
Darren Jones will take it again.
Ooh.
Not for much though, and it looks like the Trojans are going to have to punt once
No
again.
gain for Jones, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, once again, he was just swarmed at the line by those big white Lee Summit West defenders, the white jerseys.
Pella on to punt. Frederickson back deep.
Pella's going to punt again.
You know, I think they've had 3 different punters on 3 different punts. They had Shrek punt, they had Noel punt, now they have their kicker Grant Pella punting.
Ball lands about the 20-yard line and will be down just further after that. Maybe the 24, or the 16.
45-yard punt for Pella. Timeout on the field. Official timeout. 3:49 till half. Titans 7, Trojans 7.
And After the Lights Clinic is open 9 to 11 p.m. every Friday night to handle sports injuries. Go to Liberty Hospital Sports Medicine, where a physician is available to evaluate athletes after the lights. Call 816-407-2315. Liberty Hospital Sports Medicine is Park Hill School District's official provider of athletic training services and sport medicine. MU Orthopedics and Liberty Hospital are working together to bring you the most advanced orthopedic and sports medicine care in the Northland. Together, our orthopedic surgeons can treat everything from sports injuries to total joint replacement. And new to the team is a foot and ankle specialist, Dr. Nathan Gauss. To learn more about MU Orthopedics and Liberty Hospital, visit libertyhospital.org/MU. Both teams take the field after our timeout. Wrapped up behind the line.
Great tackle there by Sam Sweeney. He read that play perfectly.
No gain for
We've seen all night the defense gets more productive, more aggressive as the night's gone on. Let's hope that they keep that through the half. And
Yeah, the defense has a lot of leaders on this team. We have a lot of seniors on defense. These boys are just trying to make the most of their time on the field.
they certainly don't have any guaranteed games after tonight.
Great pressure.
Nearly a sack. Could have gone to number 4, Paris Graves. Instead, the ball is thrown downfield.
Yeah, that was great pressure applied on the quarterback there by Paris Graves.
Number 6, Colby Baggett makes a very athletic catch, and they're going to move the chains.
First down.
Nice tiptoe grab right there.
Mike McKnight is going to get both feet in before he runs out of bounds.
Keeney pass complete.
Second and 3 on the 42-yard line.
Catch by Mike McKnight. Second and 2.
The receiver in motion is going to take the ball and keep running, keep bouncing off defenders, and finally is going to be brought down by number 44, Colin Freeman.
4-yard pickup for Wilson. First down, Titans.
A little bit of trickery there. It seems like that's what the Titan offense has been doing a lot of tonight, a lot of pitches.
Breaking tackles once again, but cannot break number 29, Will Bushman.
Keeney pass complete to McKnight. Another first down. First and 10 for the Titans.
To your point,
on
Jake, the
Trojan.
Titans have so many weapons on offense. They have so much versatility.
Yeah, they got so many different guys that can carry the ball. That
Surratt,
time
the ball carrier, tripped up by
Jackson
Sweeney.
Surratt.
Gain of 6 on the play. Timeout on the field. Timeout Trojans.
So we're going to take another timeout, collect our thoughts, and
All knotted up at 7.
try and keep these Lee Summit West Titans out of the red zone.
Yeah, they were able to make a key stop last time they entered the red zone. It'll be interesting to see what they do here, especially nearing the end of the half.
That's another thing to think about is the Trojans have to kick into the second half, which means they are giving up possession where they could really use it and try and make that opportunity to take the lead in this ball game.
Yeah, I think that might have been Coach Hood's reasoning behind calling a timeout just before the 2-minute warning.
Did you know the district has a foundation? The Park Hill Education Foundation supports educational opportunities through classroom grants and scholarships. Save the date of October 28th for the first virtual community breakfast. Visit parkhillfoundation.org for more information. Jake, I had the privilege to speak and MC that conference, that community breakfast last year, and there's truly some good work that comes out of that Education Foundation.
Second down.
And they're going to run it again. Taylor Wilson is certainly proving to be a threat on the
First down
field.
yardage for Wilson.
Yeah, he's just so quick on his feet. He's just dodging Trojan defenders left and right
Out
out
of bounds
here.
by Marshall. First and 10 for the Titans. On the Trojan 24.
Looks like there's a little bit of time confusion. Got that out of the way, and looks like we will be able to get back to the game. Throwing it once again.
Nice
Very
pressure
good
there
pressure.
by Chris Marshall.
Tristan Keeney pass.
6'2", 170 is certainly built to defend in the backfield.
Second down.
Yeah, he also plays basketball for our Trojan basketball team. A lot of these guys play multiple sports, actually.
That probably helps them out a lot on the football field and whatever their dual sport is. Handing it off to Wilson again. He will be sat down by number 29, Will Bushman.
Yeah, another great tackle there by Bushman. It seems like when there's no hope, there's Will Bushman. He's always there to make a
Third
play
down
on the
and
ball.
2.
He had a great year as a sophomore. His older brother was on the team last year, and I think some of that mentorship translated, and he's certainly not forgotten anything this year. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Fans, at halftime, we'll have the Park Hill dance team performing. So stay in your seats for that. Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Looks like Jaden Hines is going to throw it once again. Almost picked that one off the ground. Number 6, Colby Baggett makes the catch.
Yep, another great defensive stop there by Sam Sweeney.
Any pass complete to Baggett. Titan first down.
They remove the chains with that one.
Trojans looking for a big stop here in the red zone.
So far, so good. Wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like Sam Sweeney led the charge on that tackle.
Presley Cathcart on the tackle.
Going down the field once again. Looks like just a little bit high and nearly a pick.
Keeney pass incomplete, intended for McKnight. Third down.
Just out of the hand, Streck was almost able to come up with his first interception of the year right there on that play.
He certainly did not look happy with himself that he missed that one.
Big third down coming up here for the Trojan defense.
Despite no student section, our Trojan sideline is definitely showing their support, trying to get their boys fired up. Oh, and the rush comes. Missed opportunity on the sack, but still number 10, Grant McAddy is taken down.
Pass complete to 10, McAtee.
It's going to come to 4th and 8.
Yeah, great pressure right there applied on the quarterback.
The Park Hill School District would like to thank our Sapphire, Ruby, and Topaz level partners, State Farm Insurance, Jeff Zigmund, Hereford House, Big Frog Custom T-Shirts, Citizens Bank and
1
Trust,
second remaining.
Eileen's Colossal Cookies, and Missouri Western State University.
Yeah, the Titans are just going to call a timeout right here at the end just to try to kick a field goal before we head to half.
Looks like they'll have the opportunity to score 3 on this one, and then whatever they can do with their next drive
Yep.
coming into the third quarter.
Yeah, that's big that they will end up with the ball to start the second half. It'll be interesting to see how this Trojan team comes out of the locker room during halftime, if they'll be fired up or not.
Coach Hood is known for his halftime speeches. He certainly has the capability to motivate this team and try and get them to push through.
Yep, I think Hood will definitely have an inspirational speech for his team at halftime. We'll see if we can get somebody around the edge to try to block this kick.
.32-yard field goal attempt.
This is number 21, Cole Stewart, kicking for the Titans. Oh, and the Trojans are going to get a hand on it, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see what comes out of that.
Flag on the play.
Did they run into the kicker maybe? The kicker looks to be shaken up after that play.
Yeah, he's limping to the sideline.
They definitely were able to get there and block that kick.
Looks like we might see a roughing the kicker here.
Coach Hood trying to plead his case to the referee as they're making the call.
I think he's most upset that the ball was blown dead before the Trojans had a chance to do anything with it.
Looks like they'll go for it here on 4th down since their kicker was taken out on
Flag is
that
against the
last play.
Trojans.
Maybe look to get a quick 7 here with the play clock dead right before halftime.
Coach is definitely fired up talking to these referees.
Yeah, Hood's still giving the refs a piece of his mind out there on the field.
There'll be one untimed down.
And Jaden Hines is going to be the quarterback on this play. Looks at number 10. And it will be called a touchdown.
Touchdown Titans.
Tough break there for the Trojans, especially after the flag on the what would have been
King
blocked
to
kick.
number 10, Grant McAtee.
That connection we've seen a few times tonight, Hines to McAtee.
Yeah, McAtee's a big target. He's 6'4". Chase Taylor just threw that ball up there. Excuse me, not Chase Taylor. Tristan Keeney. He just threw the ball up there, and he found his receiver in the end zone for 6.
Looks like they're going to kick for the extra point. Chase Albo kicks that as the kicker is currently out of commission.
Fans were at halftime. Lisa on the West Titans.
Excuse me, Grayson Hanna.
Park Hill Trojans 7. Due to COVID-19, we are not having any concession stands tonight. Please keep
Well, that'll wrap up the first half, Jake. It's certainly been entertaining, as disappointing as it has been for the Park Hill Trojans. Hopefully they can rally and come back in the second half.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see how they come out after halftime, Thomas.
Now we're going to watch the dance team and their halftime performance, but we will see you at the beginning of the third quarter.
Or a lot.
Kill dance team led by senior Hannah Marie Jones and coached by Dennis Shaw. Tonight, the dance team will be performing a dance choreographed by juniors Kaylee Link and Carly Schumacher.
Feel myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
And welcome back to half 2 of our August 28th football game, first of the year. I'm Thomas Weininger here with Jake Walter. Jake, what do you predict is going to come out of this second half?
I got a feeling the Trojans are going to come out fired up. They're going to look to make a big play here on this first drive that Lee West has. They're going to try to take the ball away. Then they're going to try to get some momentum going on offense and get this ball game heading the direction they want it to be heading.
Well, no, our side of the field certainly hopes that way. They're already getting fired up, making some noise, getting ready for this kickoff by Grant Pella. And we are underway in the third quarter. Taken down by Sam
hit.
Sweeney. It was a 20-yard kick return.
Man, Sam Sweeney is just
14-yard
everywhere
return for Brock
on this
Noble.
football field right now. He's making plays on defense and special teams.
Absolutely.
Titans take over, 1st and 10 on their own.
Reminder to download the Price Chopper app today and get big savings every time you shop at Price Chopper, whether you spend a little or a lot. Just check the Price Chopper app to see the offers each week, then choose to spend them at checkout or on fuel at Quick Trip. Get great savings every time you shop at the Parkville Price Chopper with your Price Chopper app. They're starting off with a run, heading into the third quarter. Nearly broke that tackle. He would have been home free. There was nothing but space there. They're going to move the chains.
For Wilson. Two-string tackle by Will Bushman.
Will Bushman, repeat offender in terms of great hits and real solid defense so far tonight.
Yep, Taylor Wilson has been everywhere on this field for the Lee Summit West offense as he gets another carry.
Well, he certainly earned them. We saw in the first half there was a very long run by him. He's so quick on his feet. The touchdown he scored, it's definitely has built the resume tonight to justify some more playing time.
Yeah, right now he is the difference maker in this ball game. Without him, I don't know where Lee Summit West would be in terms of their offense right now.
Well, we can't forget about their dual quarterbacking, all these little tricks that they have. And number 10, McAtee, has certainly proved to be valuable as well. Going to take it, hand it off. Looks to be about a 5-yard gain.
Third down coming up. Trojans looking for a big stop right here to get some
gain
momentum.
for Hammond. Altic on the stop.
Third down, Trojans looking to get a stop here. Chris Bizzle looks like he's giving some direction. And it's going to complete the pass for the first down. Half tackled, half pushed out of bounds by number 5.
Pass complete to Taylor.
Number 5, Jacob Schreck.
I'm surprised the Titans have really had their way tonight.
Titans in Trojan
as it
territory.
goes with the
1st
air
and 10 on
game.
their own.
I'm surprised the Trojans
47.
haven't been more up on their mans or covering holes, filling holes in defense.
They certainly had the opportunity to capitalize on what seemed to be a rocky start to the drive, and it seems like they just missed it on that play. And the rush comes, but passes out to Wilson again, and the speedster is taken down. He's double teamed for no gain.
No gain for Wilson.
Nice defensive
2nd and
stop
10.
there by Cathcart.
Offense gets set. One man lined up in the backfield. And Wilson's going to get another carry and nearly makes it for a first down, but he's going to be stopped short. Looks like we're going to approach 3rd down and 3.
Another nice run there by Wilson.
Willis on the tackle.
Wilson lined up back again, and he's going to get the ball again. Taken down, we'll see, but I do not think that this is going to make a first down.
Short gain by Wilson. Stopped by Bizzle. 4th down.
Chris Bizzle making more plays tonight. He came out of the locker room, or as we saw earlier, this big patch of grass remained socially distant. He came out of there swinging for sure.
4th down and 4.
Looking for a big stop right here.
Flag is thrown. Looks like it's going to be in favor of the Trojans.
Ball start. On the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down, 4th and 9.
Something they made the most of last year was those false start penalties. Looks like they're utilizing that once again, and it's going to push the offense out and special teams onto the field.
Yeah, that's one thing I think Coach Hood prides himself on is they are a brilliantly minded football team, and their IQ level is very high. And they're going to beat anybody in that aspect of the ball game.
Taking the punt almost off the ground. Fair catch. Just short of the 20-yard line.
Fair caught by number 3, James Knoll.
Universal Construction Company has been proud to partner with the Park Hill School District in their efforts to create new and improved facilities for learning, athletics, and the performing arts since 2006. Universal Construction, building a better community.
Your friendly staff at ParkvillePediatricDentistry.com or give us a call at 816.
QB1 taking the field with his offense. Excited to see what he took to the locker room and worked with, and hopefully he's going to come out and have a little bit more productive.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to look to here rely on their star receiver Jalen Knoll for some more offensive spark here this half.
Not the first play. Darren Jones is going to get another carry.
Jones, ball carrier, brought down by Hannah. Gain of 3.
Making sure of the play before he takes the snap. Looks like it's going to be complete. To number 3, James Knoll.
Anthony Hall pass complete to number 3, James Knoll.
Yeah, that was a nicely drawn play right there by Coach Buford on the offense.
Looking at 3rd and 1, looking to convert. Sending James Knoll in motion. Giving it to Darren Jones, and he'll make the first down.
First down yardage for Darren Jones.
The sophomore has really had a great game so far tonight. He's got to be feeling good about his performance.
Yeah, he definitely has. I don't quite remember if he was on the team last year, but if he was, he wasn't playing much. He's making the most of his opportunity here tonight.
Looks like there's going to be a flag thrown.
Flag on the play. Ball start. On the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Trojans are going to take 5 yards.
Still first
Approaching
down.
1st and 15. Probably looking to throw. I see Jalen Knoll lined up outside here.
Yep.
Flag thrown again. Looks like it's going to be on the Titans this time.
Yeah, right now, Thomas, if you ask me, the Trojans are winning the mental aspect of this ball game right now. Seem to be forcing Lisa Molesta to a lot of unnecessary penalties.
Absolutely making up for that yardage. We're at 2nd and 10 now. James Knoll in motion for the third play in a row, and Anthony Hall is going to take it, throw it to the outside. Looks like he's going to be brought down about halfway to the first.
Ball pass complete to P.J. Caldwell.
In terms of passing, it seems to be pretty even distribution tonight. We've seen P.J. Caldwell get catches, James Knoll get catches, Jalen Knoll get catches. It's everyone's really gotten hands on the ball. And Keon Shoppe with his second target of the night, I believe, makes the first down.
Pass complete.
Yeah, that's one thing if I'm the Trojans right now I'm glad about is Anthony Hall's throwing a lot of passes. He's also completing a lot of passes.
Absolutely. He is his completion percentage is, I think, improved from what we've seen at this point in time last year.
Yep.
That's what that experience will do. Darren Jones shuffling around defenders. He'll be brought down for, it seems to me, about a gain of 2.
4-yard pickup for Jones.
2nd and 6 on the 48-yard line. Trojans still on their own territory. Darren Jones again.
He's got a hole now.
He's got a lot of space. We'll see if he picks up the first here, but another phenomenal executed play by Darren Jones.
Jones, good enough for a Trojan.
There it is. Moving the chains is exactly what I think they talked about at halftime. They're wanting to see just more first downs. You don't have to go for a big play every time. Looks like there might have been a bit of confusion between Anthony Hall and his receiver, Jalen Knoll.
Yeah, Trojans might have caught a break there. That Lee Summit West defender was right there, and there was nobody around him.
You can see this defense move to adjust, looking ready to take on this Trojans offense. Looking at Jalen Knoll. He'll run around defenders, but it looks like he won't pick up any yardage on that play.
Ball pass complete to Jalen Knoll.
Yeah, another catch right there for Jalen Knoll. He has the
Short
lone
pickup.
score for the Trojans tonight after he
Second and
scored that
9.
touchdown in the first quarter.
Check that, 3rd down 9.
Looks like he did pick up a yard on that play. It's 3rd down and 9. From the Titans 43. Looks like a flag is going to be thrown. We'll see what this means. Looks like there's going to be a timeout called. A proud partner of the Park Hill School District, Park University has a proud history of transforming lives since 1875. Visit us in person in Parkville or online at www.park.edu. We all want more energy, more strength, more sleep. Orange Theory workouts will give you more, changing you at the cellular level. Workouts scientifically proven to give you a longer, more vibrant life. Now in our neighborhood besides Sprouts off 64th Street. Call 816-945-6551 or visit orangetheoryfitness.com. Coming to a close in this third quarter, we have seen some offensive improvement from the Trojans, but I don't think they have done quite as much as I think they wish they would have.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see here what the play call is on third down in a crucial possession.
Third down and 9 for the Trojans. We're good.
A little bit of confusion right there between the referees.
Saw him motioning the back corner of the field. Not sure what he was looking at, but certainly was worthy of stopping the game. Let's see Anthony Hall throwing it. Complete to Keon Shoppe. Not good for a first down.
Pass complete to Shoppe.
I think they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1.
Great catch right there. He's really making up for that pass that he dropped earlier. He's got a couple key grabs this early here in the second quarter.
Absolutely.
The second half, my bad.
4th down for the Trojans.
Let's see if they can convert here. They already did it once, and they scored a touchdown. Darren Jones is going to take it, and it'll be turned over on downs.
And the Titan defense.
The Lee Summit West offense will take the field.
Loss of 4 on the play. Ball carried by
Yeah, Lee
Jones.
Summit West filled the gap right there, and there was nobody in the way to stop the block for the running back. Tough break there for the Trojans.
Certainly a disappointing conclusion to the drive that they hoped would turn something around in the second half, but so far,
Quality Plumbing.
they've just not seen the change that they wanted.
Residential and commercial plumbing needs since 1983.
Did you know that Parkville Pediatric Dentistry doesn't only see kids? That's right, we see all ages. Visit the doctors and their friendly staff at parkvillepediatricdentistry.com or give us a call at 816-746-KIDS. Heading off to Wilson, the speedster. He'll pick up a few yards.
3-yard pickup for Wilson. Willison on the tackle.
Number 74, Pierce Wan, coming off the field for the Trojans. Wilson's going to take it again.
Ooh.
Dodges a huge hit that was pretty much had his name on it. Lucky for him. Running into the referee on his way out of bounds.
Short pickup for Wilson.
I think
Third
he's
down.
glad right there that he ran into the referee instead of taking that big hit from Marshall.
Oh, yeah. I'd be scared to be on the receiving end of that one. That looked mean.
He came at him like a freight train. Look at
Chris
first
Bizzle
grade.
for the pressure. And the pass is caught.
Another tough break for the Trojans here as
He
they
connects
apply
with
some
Baggett.
pressure.
First down.
This Lee Summit West offensive line, I think, is just doing enough to keep him from getting to the quarterback. Every play, it seems like the Trojans are so close to a sack and just can't make it happen.
They're doing a great job right there protecting their quarterback.
I wonder how many dinners they took him out to. Throwing it to the outside.
Oh, he
Ball
fumbled.
is fumbled, and the Trojans are on top of it. Number 25, Sam Sweeney, will recover the fumble.
Fumble on the play. Here come the Trojans, number 25, Sam Sweeney.
Give that man the turnover chain in the bone.
Looks like Anthony Reyes is struggling a little bit, shaking off that interaction he had. It looks like his shoe came off. Looks like he's walked off the sideline okay with a little bit of a limp. The Trojans offense is going to look to really make something out of this. They've been given a gift by Sam Sweeney in the defense, and
What a huge play right there from Sweeney as he's rocking the turnover chain on the sideline now. Let's see if this offense can get some momentum.
QB1 taking the field, 2 backs lined up. Number 13, Shamar Sharif.
Two-yard loss for number 13, Shamari Sharif. Second and 12.
Really pulling out all the skill moves. Looked like he was playing Madden on that one. Not for much of a game, but you can certainly see the athleticism that he's got.
Yeah, the Trojans, it looks like they have 2 men in the backfield. It's curious to see if they're going to try to pull something out of the trick playbook like Leeson West has with the pitches and handoffs.
Down and long.
Well, now I've got nobody lined up. Anthony Hall is looking to throw.
They got 5 men wide.
Throwing it long outside to Jalen Knoll. Oh! He nearly had the one-handed grab.
Ball pass incomplete.
It's like the Trojan sideline is looking for a pass interference, but
Yep, another tough break. The Trojans could not capitalize off of that big defensive play by Sam Sweeney.
Grant Pell looks like he will be punting. Long and low. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds of just shy of the 35-yard line on the Titan side.
You wonder if fatigue will start to set in for this Trojan defense. It seems like they've been on the field a lot in this third quarter.
30-yard punt.
Absolutely. It's something you see looking at them on the sideline when they're just over here. Looks like they're starting to get pretty tired. They're definitely working hard, and it's paying off so far, but we'll see how that translates into late in this quarter. Got about a minute and a half left, and then in the fourth quarter.
Yep, you can see those bright red jerseys starting to turn a little bit darker because of all the sweat that those jerseys are absorbing.
To Wilson once again. Looks like we lost a helmet. Paris Graves came flying off, but he turned out okay, and he made the tackle.
He did. He made that play with no helmet.
Tackled by Paris Graves.
I wonder how many helmetless tackles we have in the Trojans' history.
Probably more than we could count. I bet a lot by Paris Graves' brother, Chester Graves.
Wilson once again. And he'll keep running. There's 2 flags thrown.
Flag on the play.
To the same spot, though.
Taylor Wilson, the carrier.
Seems like whenever he's running the ball downfield, there's just always somebody else in front of him blocking for him.
It's definitely something that the Titans have worked on in their offseason, and it shows. They've been very productive in terms of blocking, in terms of protecting their quarterback. They're a very safe offense. Looks like the Titans are going to eat the penalty, however.
Another penalty here on Leeson West. You wonder if all these penalties will come back to bite them in before this game's over.
You can see the Trojans' defensive line chirping at them a little bit. They're trying to get in their heads, and Chris Bizzle once again just sees the play coming. And we nearly have an interception by Jacob Schreck. That's his second one that he's almost picked off.
He laid out for that ball. He was ready for the
pass
big play.
complete to number 7, Chase Taylor.
He saw his friend Sam Sweeney running around with the turnover chain. He said, hey, I want that too.
So it goes from 2nd and 24 to 3rd and 18. Titans deep into their own territory with a long way to go.
Yep.
We're going to see a downfield pass, it looks like here.
Big defensive play coming up here for the Trojans.
Again, close to the QB pressure, and another almost interception.
Pass deflected, nearly picked off by 43, Corby John. 4th down. Jalen Knoll back deep.
Coach Hood is looking animated.
Yep, that was almost another interception here for the Trojan defense. You got to think after a couple missed interceptions, one of them is going to fall.
Hey, at least they're not being completed passes.
That is very true. See if Knoll or Hall can get something going. Actually, both Knowles are back there on the punt. Oh, almost got that.
It'll be high in the sky. Jalen Knoll looks like he's going to catch it fair.
Fair call by Jalen Knoll at the 40. 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
As we near the 4th quarter, Thomas, when do you think a sense of urgency starts to set in for this offense?
Oh, well, I think it has to now. I think this is their time to really come back. They're only down a touchdown.
Yep.
It seems like they've kind of been getting pounded this whole half, but really they haven't. With 3 seconds left in the third, it looks like we're not going to see much more play this quarter, but they've got to start making plays if they want to turn this ball game around.
Yeah, the game is a lot closer than it seems, but the Trojan offense needs to be fired up for this final quarter of football.
With the play action, he's going to throw it downfield. Lands in between Keon Shoppe and Jalen Knoll, and
Ball pass incomplete, intended for Shoppe. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Lee Summit West Titans 14, Park Hill Trojans 7.
download the Price Chopper app today and get big savings every time you shop at Price Chopper, whether you spend a little or a lot. Just check the Price Chopper app to see the offers each week, and then choose to spend them at checkout or on fuel at Quick Trip. Get great savings every time you shop at the Parkville Price Chopper with your Price Chopper app. Quality Plumbing, servicing Greater Kansas City's residential and commercial plumbing needs since 1983. Looks like the Trojans are headed back out. Like I said, Jake, they really need to take the opportunity and turn this ball game around right now, because if they build up some momentum, you know their defense is going to stay solid and keep the Titans.
Yeah, as we entered the fourth quarter, they all ran off the field with the number 4 hand in their hand. We'll see if they come out fired and ready to play.
Here we go. Looks like PJ Caldwell has the ball.
Beautiful play right there by Caldwell.
Real productive. The kid is fast and he's tough and he's very versatile with the ball.
Gain of 8 for PJ Caldwell.
And he's young. I hope he has a big year for the Trojans. He's only a junior.
Jones lined up in the backfield and he'll get the ball. He won't get much out of it though. On third down, he will be consumed by the mob of white jerseys.
Lost 1 for Jones.
It's going to be 4th and 4.
Brought down by Carswell.
The Trojans looks like they're going to have to punt. Coach is not taking any chances this late in the game. He wants to get points, but he wants to do it the safe way.
Yep, right now he's relying on his defense to get a big stop here.
Going to be a long punt by Apella.
Takes a Trojan bounce.
Looks like it's going to be down at the 10. That's great field position for the Trojans. If they push them back, that defensive pressure is been very successful so far, and hopefully it can continue to be.
Yep, it's great. One thing that's definitely been different here in the second half is the starting field position for Lee Summit West. It seemed in the first half they almost nearly started every play near or at midfield. In the second half, the Trojans have really done a better job of giving them field position inside their own red zone.
Absolutely, that's definitely going to be a factor in this play. Hopefully the defense isn't too gassed from all the hard work they've done. Hines with the ball, throwing. Another near interception.
Almost. Another tough one to drop there for the Trojans.
I think this week in practice, the Park Hill defensive backfield is going to be doing some catching.
Yep. Definitely, they've, what is that, 3 or 4 times now where they just nearly missed an interception. That one would have been huge, giving them great field position.
Yeah, that'll land him in the red zone automatically. Number 90, Devin Force, coming onto the field for the Trojans. Getting some tired legs off the field. Wilson's going to get it again.
Big play right there from Chris Marshall.
21, Chris Marshall.
He's had a few really big plays tonight as well. Really sharing the love in terms of big defensive plays tonight.
Yep, he's good at making sure his man stays in front of him and forcing him to go one way or the other.
One guy that does not seem tired is Chris Bizzle. He just keeps the energy going. He's fired up. He's ready on every play. He's really a leader for this Trojan defense. And it'll be complete to McAtee. And Chris Marshall will take him down.
The Trojan defense seems to be getting off the edge quick. They just can't touch that quarterback.
QB looking to run. Dodges 3 defenders and is double teamed. Still shy of the first down.
Gain of 6 for Taylor.
Taylor is quick out there on his feet.
Looks like they're going to have both their quarterbacks on the field this play. We might be looking at a trick play here. Handing it off to Wilson. Chris Marshall will take him down with the help of Will Bushman.
And ever since we started talking about Chris Marshall, it seems like every play he's been making on defense.
He's certainly involved.
Marshall on the stop. 1st and 10 on their own 38 for the Titans. 9 minutes remaining in the contest.
It looks like the Titans are gaining momentum, gaining their confidence, and attacking this drive now with a little bit more energy.
Yep, he was just going to be stuffed at the line there. True Clark created a big front there on that defensive line. He wasn't going anywhere.
And it'll be subbed out for Braden Mead.
For Wilson. 2nd down.
It's going to be interesting to see how much clock Lee Summit West tries to kill here as we get down to crunch time.
It'll be another little tricky handoff.
Great stop right there for the Trojan defense.
Behind the line, that's going to come in handy.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage by Sweeney.
In terms of chewing clock, though, I can see them pushing it and just hoping that the Trojans don't capitalize on an opportunity with no time to recover.
Yeah, they do. The Trojans still do have 2 timeouts, which definitely will help them as we get down the stretch in this ball game.
Looking at 3rd and 12
Big
on the
third down
Titans
coming up
36.
right Look for Sweeney or Bizzle to make a play here.
Bizzle almost has a sack, and it'll be thrown out of bounds for a 4th and 12. Looks like the Titans are going to have to punt here.
Brings up 4th down.
Great pressure applied there by Graves and Cathcart.
No kidding.
Back deep, number 3 and number 27, the Knoll brothers.
These brothers back again to return the punt.
Oh, big buck.
Looks like they're going to have to walk it back. The Trojans once again getting into the head of Lee Summit West.
Now if only we can capitalize on these mistakes from Lee Summit West. High punt. Not going much right.
Real high ball.
We were just talking about how the Titans were set up with great field position in the first half. It looks like the Trojans are going to be the ones with the good field position here in the second half.
That's right, nearly midfield. It's not going to take much to cross the opponent's territory.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see here what the offense looks to do, whether they want to just grind the ball,
Timeout on the
kill
field,
clock,
official timeout.
or if they want to go for it all and try a big play right off the bat.
Now this is just me, but if I'm calling plays here, I'm thinking I need to take my time, because if I score, I don't want too much time to give Lee Summit West to recover.
Through the expertise of a motivated staff, the Park Hill School District provides a meaningful education in a safe, caring environment.
Yeah, I think
to
the
prepare
ground
each
game has
student for
definitely
success in life.
been working tonight, so I think if you try to rely
mission
on that here
promotes the
down
value
the
of
stretch, you
participation,
might not need to use
sportsmanship,
those
team
2
play, and
timeouts
personal
and then give Lee
excellence to
Summit
develop
West
citizens
not a whole lot
who
of
make
time to come
positive
back down if we
contributions
do
to their
score on
community.
offense.
Absolutely.
To support the democratic principles of our state and union.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier, those bright red jerseys are certainly starting to look a little bit more maroon as the night's gone on. We've got about 7.5 minutes left of this ball game, and it's been a very fun one to watch so far.
It has been. It's been fun, but it's also been low scoring. A lot of great defensive plays being made out here tonight.
Looks like Anthony Hall will take it.
Oh,
Throw to James Knoll, but not quite able to complete. That was great defensive pressure by number 20, Orion Bowers, on Lee Summit West.
tough break there for the Trojan offense. That play had potential.
And he's just a sophomore, but James Knoll has seen a lot of action this game,
He stepped up to the plate definitely tonight.
making his brother proud.
Yep.
Throwing to PJ Caldwell is complete,
Quick
and he'll
play.
run. Good enough for a first down and a little bit more. Something we've seen out of PJ Caldwell is yards after catch
19-yard
consistently.
pickup. PJ Caldwell.
What a great move he put on that defender.
Thrown by
Get
Anthony
the first
Hall.
down.
Throwing again. Shucking it to the outside. And it's called a catch. Looks like we had some staff on the sideline as collateral damage from that play.
Nice grab there, running out of bounds. See if the Trojan offense
The
can get
pass
some
was
momentum
caught.
going.
And it's official, the pass was
5-yard
caught
pickup.
for 5 yards. It's looks like it'll be 2nd and 5. Approaching the deeper into Lee Summit West territory.
The one thing the Trojans don't want to do right now is settle. They want to try to get the ball in the end zone right now.
Absolutely, there's no room for, there's no close enough at this point in the ball game. And Darren Jones will get it behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll eat a lot of yards on that play.
All pass complete.
Yeah, that's a
to
tough break.
Jones.
That's going to lose a
No
couple
gain.
yards. No gain, actually.
3rd down.
Five wide for the Trojans.
Got a flag thrown.
I think maybe timeout.
Ball start on the offense. 5
The
yards.
Trojans will have to walk it back 5 more yards. 3rd and 10. 3rd down has not been a comfortable place for the Trojans so far this ball game.
Yeah, that flag's a tough break for the Trojans after we were talking so much about how Lee Summit West has made the mistakes. The Trojans make a key mistake down the stretch.
And it might cost them here. I'd watch Jalen Knoll or PJ Caldwell on this.
Oh, he's got no ball.
I know, it goes to Darren Jones.
Yep.
Looks like
got
he's
the
going to be
first
good
down.
enough for a 1st down.
Anthony Hall. Screen
Great
pass to
play right
Jones.
there.
And the running back is seeing some passing targets now. He's shown that he's a really versatile weapon to this offense.
Trojans driving.
First, I
6:20
wasn't quite
remaining
sure
in
what
the
was going
contest.
on because it looked like everybody was running at Anthony Hall and there was nobody blocking for him. But then I saw him dish it off, and what a great play.
Yeah, people say that Anthony Hall is just a skinny guy, but he really keeps his calm under pressure, and he's real tough. Chucking it, Jalen Knoll, one-handed
Oh.
grab in the touchdown. There's a flag thrown. There's a
They're
flag.
saying he's out of bounds.
Receiver is ruled out of bounds. Flag on the play.
He's ruled out of bounds. That could have been a real special play. A one-handed, off-handed grab from Jalen Knoll.
That's one of those that you'd like to
Pass
see again, but
interference.
it is high school
On
football.
the defense.
It is high school football. Looks like they are going to be rewarded with a pass interference call in favor of the Trojans. Let's see if they can make that into something. That penalty is going to get them so close to that goal line.
Curious to see how the offense reacts here after that big play. Just quite couldn't capitalize with it as he was ruled out of bounds.
I think we're looking at more options here in terms of throwing, because Anthony Hall, he can throw great passes that are just 5 or 6 yards, just perfect to just get a little bit closer. To Jalen Knoll again in the same corner. He'll be ruled incomplete again.
Ball pass incomplete, intended for Knoll.
It really looked like he came down with that ball, and then you saw the Lee Summit West defender just swipe it out of his arms.
Yeah, he really came out of nowhere.
It'll be interesting after targeting Knoll these past couple plays if they just dish it off to PJ Caldwell or Jalen's brother, James Knoll.
Yeah, both are lined up here. I'm excited to see what happens out of this play.
And he went for the only man I did not say his name, Jake Powell.
Ball pass complete.
Great catch right there.
To Jake Powell.
We're looking at
Gain
3rd
of
and 4.
6.
3rd and goal.
3rd down and 4.
It's now or never for the Trojans offense.
Quick toss to James Knoll.
James Knoll, and it looks like he'll be stopped. I see him going
idea.
for it on this 4th down.
Ball
Yeah, you
pass
got
complete to
go
James
for it right
Knoll.
now. I know the
Short
Trojans
pickup.
do still have 2 timeouts, but I think you have to go for it.
5 minutes left in the 4th. I think it's your only option.
This is one of those plays, high risk, high reward.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout here. Very important timeout here. They got to make sure they have it down. They're prepared. This is a huge play for the Trojan
They
offense.
need to get everybody on the same page right now.
And after this, say you score a touchdown here, say you make the extra point. If you kick or if you go for two, you still have to, if you kick, you still have to come back.
Yeah, you still have to play defense.
You still have to get the ball again and score if you're looking to win. If it's anyone, I think it's the Trojan defense that has got to be proud of themselves in this game. The near turnover opportunities or the turnover that they had, it's really incredible showing. See that they're still capable of dominating the field.
They're really good year after year. That defensive coaching does a great job of getting all their guys ready to play football on Friday nights.
All right, fans, 5:16 remaining in the contest. Trojans down by 7, 4th and 2. Ball just outside
So
the
it's not
2.
even 4th and goal. They just got to get to the 1 yard line.
That's right. If they just got to get two, then they'll have a whole nother set of downs to make something happen. Looks like they're going to be thrown at this play. Nobody's lined up in the backfield.
Yeah, look at Noah in the corner, or not. They got
And
it.
it'll be good enough for a touchdown.
Trojans!
Looking at 13-14 before an extra point. Trojans make a huge play there.
Yeah,
Tied
big
up.
play right there. They lined up 4 wide receivers there on that side. They had 3 men to block for PJ Caldwell. Great play designed right there for the Trojans.
And it looks like they're going to kick the extra point. Play it safe, play conservative. That seems to be the trend of Coach Hood and his coaching staff.
The Trojans definitely now have some momentum. Let's see what the defense can do. Through the upright.
It is good.
5:11 remaining. Trojans tied up.
None might feel like cause to celebrate, but I know this offense is thinking, we just got to go get more. Feels good to tie it up, but we got to close it up. Let's hope for a big defensive stop and a quick change in score.
I know this Trojan defense will come out here fired up, looking to make a stop.
Yeah, you got guys like Sam Sweeney and Chris Bizzle. There's just no quit in this defense.
You got a defense full of a bunch of dogs right there.
You can hear him getting fired up, getting ready for this kickoff even. I think Lee's West is feeling a little bit of nervous energy, hoping that they can just hold off the Trojans
Yep,
for the remainder of this ball
definitely
game.
have a lot of momentum right now.
Grant Pello with the kick. Very powerful kick near the back of the end zone.
That's a touchback.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Titans
what,
take
right
over
now,
1st and 10
Grant
on
Pella
20.
is kicking the ball far, man.
He's been very consistent. He's been very powerful. Looks like he's put in a lot of work since last year. We saw him struggle a little bit. But this year, he seems on point.
I'm anxious to see how much pressure they will apply on the quarterback on this drive.
I think you got to play it aggressive. And they hand it off to Wilson.
Good stop there by the
Nice
Trojan
tackle by
defense.
Corby John.
Corby John's brother Easton was in the booth with us a little bit last year. He was a real treat to have announce these games, and now his brother's on the field.
Yep, too bad he couldn't be here to call his brother playing football.
All right, and they'll take it looking to throw. Chris Marshall nearly has it, but it ends up being stopped by number 43, Corby John again.
Another nice play by Corby John.
First and 10 on the Titans' 32-yard line. Handing it off once again, and he's got space to run. And he'll take it out of bounds almost at the 45-yard line, the Trojans' 45-yard line.
19-yard pickup for Taylor Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson had a huge hole right
In the
there.
Trojan
That speed,
territory.
once again, shows how quick he is on the field.
He's got a lot of yards to this game.
does.
I'm sure it's an impressive stat line if you put all the
He's
numbers
definitely
together.
somebody I wish I had on my fantasy football team right now. He seems to have a lot of carries, a lot of first downs, and he's also active out of the backfield.
He's a huge threat
Yep.
to this Trojan defense, and he'll get the ball again. There's a flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
We'll see what the refs determine out of that play. Looks like the referees and coach should have since made peace since their little dispute earlier.
Another big penalty here
Holding
being
on the
called
offense,
against
10
Lee
yards
Summit
from the
West.
spot of the foul.
These penalties are really killing them. They're talented enough and they're executing plays, but it's just these little penalties that are holding them back
Yep.
from.
Trojans catching a huge break right there after a couple nice runs there for Wilson. First and 20.
They're going to hand it off. That's to number 23, Jacob Surratt.
2-yard pickup for Chase Hammond.
Another big defensive stop there by Sam Slee. He's all over the field tonight.
Absolutely,
Second down,
an
18.
absolute beast on the field. Looks like he's going to exchange congratulations with Chris Bizzle and try and get their heads together to lead this defense to a stop. There's a little bit of confusion on the Lee Summit West. They got 3 seconds on the play clock. And they'll call a timeout to save that delay of game penalty.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Titans.
That's certainly not a timeout that you want to have to take, especially this late in the game when anything can happen. That might hurt them later on.
Yep, now they only have 2 timeouts. I mean, 2 is better than 1, but it would be nice to have 3 right now.
Absolutely. And despite all these modifications we made to our game tonight, and we're separating families, we've got masks on, it seems to have been going very well.
Yep, it's definitely going better than I had imagined, but you know what? Everyone here has came together. They decide they want to watch their team play football.
I think it's worth it for football. I
Yep.
mean, it's been so long since we've seen this sport live.
It's great to have it back,
Absolutely.
especially since our neighbors over in Kansas, they're not playing football right now.
Absolutely.
Second and long.
Looking to throw. Hines. It's number 2, Mike McKnight. He's had a few catches so far tonight, and
A.J. Russo.
looks like they're going to do it again. 3rd and 10 on the
Catch from
Trojans'
Keeney.
49-yard
Gain of
line.
8. 3rd down and 10. Big 3rd down.
This is a huge play for the Titans. They have to convert this.
They
really want to stand a chance at winning this ball game. Throwing, almost tipped.
Oh.
Chris Marshall will make sure that number 7 Chase Taylor is down. Looks like there's a little bit of disparity.
I don't know about you, Thomas, but I thought that ball might have hit the ground.
It looked that way to me.
They're ruling a catch for Taylor.
But it is ruled a catch.
Down.
Once again, that's just high school football. You know, there's no real resources to determine what actually happened, but it's up to the refs to control the game, and they have a better view than anyone. Number 23 in motion. Looking to the sideline is Hines. Trojan stands making a lot of noise. And they'll take another timeout.
They just tried to draw the Trojans offside. I'm interested to see if they will punt the ball right here or try to go for it. I think the whole point of staying out there on the field was to try and draw the defense offside, which they were not able to do. So
They tried for the free first, and it just didn't work out for them. But
I'm interested to see if they play it safe here and punt or try to go for it and go for the win. The Titans now do only have one timeout.
well, here we go. Looks like they'll be punting, or at least it seems that way. It would be the perfect time for a fake. Once again, the Trojan stands just making noise. Long punt. Hits the ground at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be taken just past that.
Well, it looks like we're here for the long haul, Thomas. If the Trojans are not able to drive down the field, it looks like we might be heading towards overtime.
Minute 30 remaining in the contest.
They've got a minute and a half left to make something happen before we get to that point, but it sure seems that way.
And wearing your masks. We all appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'd like to take the moment to thank our viewers this time listening from home. It's difficult because, like we said, everyone's spread out and there's a limited number of people that can be here, but I'm certainly having fun being able to do this, and I hope that I'm helping some family members who wish they could be here and friends. And we're happy to bring you this game.
Yep, definitely having a great time out here. Thank you to all for watching, and we'll be back next week whenever the Trojans take on Rockers for sure.
Throwing.
Ball pass incomplete. Intended.
Same targets. James Knoll on that, and just looks like it was a little bit overthrown. Great throw by the ball boy to the middle of the field there. Maybe if QB1 gets tired, we'll put him in.
Was it one of the players or was it Coach Hood's son?
I didn't see. Here we go.
Hall
Anthony Hall,
downfield.
Jalen Knoll, and he's smothered.
I think he stayed in bounds.
It seems that way. Got both
Clock
feet in.
will stay running.
Short pass complete to Jalen Knoll.
14-14.
Third down 8.
3rd and 8 on the Trojans' 20-yard line with a minute left in the ballgame. This is about as exciting as we could have hoped for tonight.
Well, you know, every time the Trojans come out to play, it's going to be a dogfight, and it's going to go back and forth. Tonight, both defenses have really showed off their strengths tonight.
Absolutely. If we're looking at overtime, I mean, that's when you really start to see fatigue. You really start to see players getting worn out and exhausted. It'll really just come up to a battle of stamina.
Yep, and it's the first game of the season, too, so they're not all quite yet in game shape as they would be towards the ends of a season.
Timeout on the field.
So I think
Timeout
fatigue will
Trojans.
definitely start to take a factor here in this ball game.
39 seconds remaining in the game.
Absolutely. The Trojans will take another timeout.
As we are sitting here, we got some dead time. I'm going to hit you guys with some score updates. Liberty is beating Blue Springs 46-21. Raypeck is beating Rockhurst 28-20 in that showdown. The Lee Summit North Broncos are beating the Blue Springs South Jaguars by a score of 17-6. And the North Kansas City Hornets and Raytown Blue Jays are all knotted at 21. While our crosstown rival Park Hill South is losing right now to Platte County 38-17.
Thanks for that info, Jake. Rockhurst down. It looks like that our next week opponent might be coming to us on a loss.
He's looking for the big play.
Oh, and that is going to cost the Trojans. Target to Keon Shoppe, and he just gets rocked. And it is picked off by Lee Summit West with 34 seconds in the ball game.
Titans take over 1st and 10 on the 37.
Tough break right there. I'm not quite all sure that was Anthony Hall's fault since it did bounce off a wide receiver. That was just a great play right there by the defense.
Absolutely. It seemed to be outstanding defensive coverage. I could hear that hit all the way from the press box.
Yep.
It was credit to Lee Summit West on that. Let's see if the defense can hold them off for just 30 seconds. And thrown to the outside. Just shy of a first down.
You know, as we are coming down the stretch, one thing to
Gain of
note
9, 2nd and
their
1.
field goal kicker, I'm not sure if he's still out there, the lefty.
He did take that hit earlier.
Take a hit earlier. I wonder if that will happen to factor in a decision down the stretch here.
We shall see, but 2nd and 1, ball on the Trojans' 28-yard line, throwing again.
Pressure coming.
Pressure. Picked up by Chris Marshall, and he'll run. And he'll run. And he'll keep going at the 45.
Going down the sideline.
The 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25-yard line. He is taken down. Wow.
Talk about momentum.
With 13 seconds left in the ball game.
Talk about momentum swing.
That could not have come at a better time to break their almost pick streak.
Yep.
So close, like 4 or 5 times tonight. We've seen so close. Chris Marshall makes it happen.
There, as the Trojans seem to have their back against the wall, Chris Marshall single-handedly picks them up out of the hole and gives them great field position.
That is jaw-dropping. An impressive
That was amazing.
Play.
What a play from Chris Marshall right there. An even better job running that ball back down the field. I thought he had a house call.
You want to talk about yards after catch. 1st and 10 on the Lee Summit West 24-yard line with 13 seconds left in the game. Let's see if they can make something happen here. Shucking at Jalen Knoll. Looks like it's going to be incomplete. At this point, you're in field goal range.
8 seconds left.
At this point, Grant Pella might be able to sneak one in.
Here comes Pella for the kick.
And here he is.
Grant Pella.
See if you can make this happen with 8 seconds left. You can hear words of encouragement from the sideline, from the stands, the dance team, the cheerleaders. This is a huge kick for Grant Pella. Let's see how he handles the pressure.
Kick right here.
It looks like a timeout is going to be taken. Maybe an attempt to ice the kicker.
Yep.
This could not be a more intense finish to the first game of the year.
Yep, talk about a first game, man.
We keep saying we don't know how many games are guaranteed this year. They're certainly making the most of this one.
Definitely.
Here they go. Grant Pella looks warm. He looks ready.
Bell will hold the snap.
Dead silent in the home stance. And he kicks. And it misses left.
And the kick is no good.
The Trojans will not make that opportunity. And Lee Summit West will take control of the ball.
Tough break right there for Grant Pella. He came out with a strong leg.
I think in terms of, I think we're looking at a tie ball game in terms of regular clock. With 4 seconds left, it's Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary time. If you're Lee Summit West and trying to score.
Curious, I think they might just end up kneeling the ball here, send the game to overtime.
That seems to be the smarter decision. Save some energy at least. And regular playing time will expire.
You know, we got a good game whenever it takes more than 4 quarters to finish it.
This has been an insane run for the Park Hill Trojans and the Lee Summit West Titans. Wow. See Anthony Hall getting a pep talk on the sidelines. I think he'll be ready to attack this with a vengeance. Chris Bizzle's coming out for coin toss number 2. There's very little to say.
Yep,
It's just
right now.
you can feel the tension. Both sides of the field.
Yeah, that was a crazy sequence to end the game. After Lee Summit West had marched down inside their 30-yard line, you almost thought the game was over at that point. And then Chris Marshall made an amazing play.
It looked for a very long time like he was just going to run it into the end zone, and that was going to be that. He was brought down short of the 25-yard line, and wow, that was... My heart is still racing from the events of that last few seconds of play. And here they come for the coin toss. Coach Hood and Chris Bizzle on our side.
Yeah, it was too bad Pella's kick just went a little bit left, but who doesn't love a free quarter of football?
Absolutely. And like we mentioned earlier, this is when you're going to see fatigue, tiredness come into play. Anthony Hall's arm might be a little tired. Darren Jones is probably very tired, all the carries that he's had tonight.
I'll tell you who's not tired. Sam Sweeney and Chris Bizzle on that defense.
Never. There's no quit. For the first football game we've seen in a while, there's not much to complain about.
Great game so far.
This is everything you want. We've had turnovers, we've had big hits, big throws. Now we're in overtime. This is the perfect football game.
Yep, I'm interested to see how aggressive the Trojans will come out here in overtime, whether they'll want to start taking some shots downfield like they had at the end of regulation, or if they'll head back to the ground and try to get the ground game going.
Absolutely. I think something that you see often in overtime is, players get tired, but so do coaches.
Yep.
Play calling gets a little bit more, people start taking chances, things like that happen. So we'll see what goes on with the Trojans coaching staff in terms of calling plays.
Yeah, I think right now the Trojans are just going to bank on their defense. Their defense will start on the field first. You just got to ride the hot hand.
Each team will have a chance to possess the ball. Ball starts at the 25-yard line. There are first downs.
So like we just heard over the PA, both teams will have a chance to possess. And it looks like the Titans will start on the 25-yard line. Handing it off to Wilson.
Oh, it's
no.
keeper.
He fooled me on that play.
Quarterback keeper for Tristan Keeney. No gains, second down.
Nice play there by Anthony Reyes, just stopping the quarterback in his tracks.
Anthony Reyes, who limped off the field earlier with looked like a little bit of a foot injury, clearly doing fine. Here we go. This one is to Wilson.
Another
It's
big
wrapped
stop.
up by Sam Sweeney. And number 87, Jake Powell.
Loss on the play. Brought down by Sam.
Excuse me,
Sweeney.
97, Kelby Altic.
Third down and 11.
Third and 11 on the Trojans' 26-yard line. So far, this overtime has not gone the way that the Titans have planned.
Big defensive possession coming up right here for the Trojans. Looking down.
At home meet number 2 for the first down, down at the 5-yard line.
Pass complete to A.J. Russo.
Very important
First down
play for the
for the
Titans.
Titans.
Really came into the clutch there.
Trojan 5.
One and goal from the 5-yard line.
Trojans gonna need a big stop right here.
Wilson in motion. He'll get the ball. Will not get to the end zone. Stopped by Will Bushman, number 29.
I'll tell you what, these safeties
Nice
are
tackle by
all over
Bushman.
the field.
Gain of 2.
Very impressive.
Second down and 3.
Making plays every which way. It looks like they will take some yards for a false start.
On the offense. 5-yard
Lee Summer West will walk it back.
They saw Chris Bizzle with his enforcer badge on and jumped off sides.
I think I would too.
Big play coming up right here.
And Chris Bizzle is again
Oh,
nearly picked off by number
There's
2,
another
Anthony
one.
Reyes.
Anthony
Wow.
Reyes on the pass breakup. Third down.
another one of those near interceptions.
All created by that pressure off the defensive line. It's really a well-oiled machine, this Trojans defense.
Yeah, great play on the ball there by Anthony Reyes.
Third and 7. If the Trojans make a stop here, and it really gives them a little bit more of a cushion.
Pressure's coming.
And it's a touchdown by Lee Summer West.
That's going to be a touchdown, Titans. Pass from Tristan Keeney to A.J. Russo.
It looked for a minute like there was going to be an interception on that play, but threaded the needle most definitely. And despite the pressure, he made the play. And they'll be going for 2. No.
Oh, they're going to kick it. Interesting to see here if we can apply some pressure on the ball.
Oh! Kicks it right into the turf, and
No good.
Big mistake right there. It's interesting to see if the Trojans
Trojans
now
need a
can
touchdown to
score.
tie.
that could cost them the ball game.
Yep.
Trojans getting fired up on the sideline, ready to have their turn. Hats off to both teams so far in this game. It is, not to mention, we're in overtime. You know, that just already tired, and then the heat earlier today, and still it's very warm for a football game. But that's what you get in late August.
I'm looking at this left side right here. Might be a little bit of screen action.
And looks like that will be
And that's going to end the game, folks.
a heartbreaking loss for the Trojans.
Release of the West Titans 20. Park Hill Trojans 14.
Well, like we said, Jake, impressive show by both teams today. It's
I'd like to thank the press box crew.
it's very it's heartbreaking that a game ends that way. That's been this close, and
25-second clock.
it's it's no fun for anyone. But it happens, and looking to take on Rockhurst next week. 14-20 is the final score, Lee Summit West. Ending in a round of overtime, I think that credit is due to both teams on both sides of the ball. We saw huge plays on both offenses, both defenses. Really just a great matchup tonight.
Yeah, great game tonight, all around played by both teams.
Looks like we're seeing a little bit of a moment of unity between the two teams and respect being shown, and you've got to respect each and every player
Pass
tonight.
out by Park Hill and Lee Summit West.
And that's going to be a tough loss on this team, but I think they'll take it on the chin and they'll move on coming into Rockers next week.
Yep.
Well, Jake, it's been a pleasure being in the booth with you tonight. I think that concludes our time.
Yep.
But
It's definitely been fun tonight. We'll catch you guys next week whenever the Trojans take on the Rockhurst Eagles, or Hawks, my bad.
well, that is me, Thomas Weiniger, with Jake Walder for Trojan TV News on the Park Hill Trojan Football YouTube. Tune in next week. We'll be here. We'll see you again.